So I'm on the Monster 1200. It's a great bike. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I got this bike. So here, I'll give a quick rundown of like my biking history. I don't know who's honking at me. I started on a Ninja 300, which was cool. Rode on that for a season, and dude, those are great bikes. I actually kind of wish I could have just kept it, because it's fun to have a bike you can just wring every bit of power out of it, and you know, actually need it. You know, it's kind of sweet. Like, I mean, I've never been able to put this in sport mode and like red line it in 6th gear. I can't imagine what that would even really be like. But so that was cool. Did that for, like I said, about a season. Straightened it up, and I got I had ridden a Harley Sportster, and I just loved how like chill and laid back it was, and I still do. It's a great bike. I still have that bike. So I traded in for a Harley Iron 883, which is yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's good for, it's honestly, I like it more for just putting around the city though. It's not like, I don't know, I don't even think of it as a cruiser. If you can dig that, like it's just kind of a upright, heavy, kind of, it's, you know, it handles really pretty smooth, but you know, I'm also looking at maybe getting rid of that and getting something a little bigger that is a little better for, you know, touring. But I'm not wild about gigantic Harleys and shit. It's just never been my style. Not really feeling like, I don't know, they've got soft tail, slim, I mean, that's a pretty cool bike. I would ride that. But you know, you get on them and they're just weigh a fucking ton. I don't know, I'd have to give it a shot. So yeah, so I had that and I kept that, and I was looking for, you know, I had done a demo day at Moto Europa here in St. Louis, and rode a Ducati Monster 821, and I really liked it, obviously. And then I found this bike used for a steal, you know, towards the end of the season, like in October, and got him to throw in a 2-year warranty even, and said, all right, let's do this. Yeah, it's been pretty great. It hasn't had much of any problem. At one point the rear brake felt a little weak, is really weak, and I brought it in, they led the brake line, rear brake line, and it's great, it's perfect. And that was covered under the warranty and everything. So yeah, it's been super dependable. There's just a few things about it I don't like, and that's it's not great in the city. Or it's fine in the city. It's not great when you're in traffic, or you're just like stop sign to stop sign constantly, like in a neighborhood, because it's just, it doesn't like to go really slow. You know, when it gets down to those low RPMs, it's just kind of like chugging. You know, it's just, it's a little hard to live with sometimes. So that's why I was kind of enamored with some of these. Like, I hear the Street Triple is a bike, you know, you can ride in kind of any gear at low speed for the, you know, like up to 3rd gear, going pretty slow, and it'll just deal with it. And I would love that a ton. I think that would be pretty kick-ass. But yeah, and when you get going like real fast with this thing, the front end feels a little like numb. kind of like you're just not, I don't know, you just don't feel what's going on as well as I'd like to. I think they say it, call that a vague feeling, and I guess I understand what they mean by that, because it is a little odd, kind of not sure what's going on. I'm heading out to Gateway BMW, check out some of their bikes, see what that's all about. Yeah, man, I just like bikes. I mean, I want to talk about them all the time to people who don't ride. I meet someone who does. I'm like fixated on just talking about that. So that's kind of why I thought maybe I'd get on here and start doing a bit of a vlog myself, because I don't know, this way I could just talk about motorcycles all I fucking want, which is very cool. Yeah, so like, yeah, so I'm considering getting rid of this thing. So, you know, I've driven a single cylinder, I've driven a couple parallel twins, I have a V-twin Harley, I have this L-twin Ducati, and I really would love to try a 3-cylinder or 4-cylinder motorcycle. I think having that, like, smoothness, and not so, like, this thing kind of gives you drivetrain lash, which I hate that shit, man. Like, and I know that the old FC09 did that. Had really bad fueling and suspension for that matter, but I guess they fixed those things for 2017. So I'm kind of really into giving that a shot. So yeah, FC09's high on the list. I would say the BMW S1000 single R, but I mean, I don't know how much how much more tame that would be than this. I'm guessing none. It's got almost as much torque and way more horsepower, but it's a 4-cylinder German machine, and they're kind of known for having really, you know, just well sorted out, clinically perfect, nearly perfect machines. So I don't know, I would consider that. I'm also kind of short, and that's one thing like the Monsters are great for, is you can lower the seat height to, you know, like an inch, and it doesn't fuck with the geometry of the bike. It just lowers your ass an inch. It's just, you take out these little like props that are holding up the seat, and you just take it down, and it's pretty great. I have a 30-inch inseam, which isn't a, you know, I mean, I see people on YouTube, they're amazing. They're 5'2", and they ride like, you know, adventure bikes, and you know, they're awesome. My hat is off to those people. It's so cool. You guys are insane. Like, I followed Space Pod on YouTube, and he's like 5'3" or something. I think, I can't remember. He's pretty short. He's shorter than I am. I'm 5'8", and he had an R1 at different times. I'm sure it's a Daytona 675 last time I saw his channel, and that's not a low bike, man. That's a really aggressive seating position too. I'm not into that at all. I hate that super committed, leaned over the tank thing. I mean, it's just not for me. It's definitely for a lot of people. You see a lot of those bikes around, but I kind of like the naked. I like the sporty characteristic, but it's kind of upright, and I think it's a little bit more confidence inspiring, which to me is a big thing. I think the turn-in is like right after, like before that mobile station even. I've been here before, but it was a while ago. I just remember missing the turn. Because it was like right after the ramp. Aha! I found the road. Kind of a shitty road. One problem with having that Harley as well is that I get used to self-canceling turn signals. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. You just need to compare a couple red nakeds. The Ducati looks way fucking better, but that's not. It's really not everything. Plus, twice as much money. Absolutely, without question. Especially, yeah. Shit, man. I have to look at that.